Hey guys, Eric Prey, Focus Fishing Guide Service, Table Rock Fishing Intel. Got another video fishing report for you for Table Rock. It is Tuesday, September the 5th. Finally got Labor Day behind us, and the boat traffic was definitely down today versus over the weekend. As far as our lake level is concerned, we're at 913.26, so 3 3/4 foot below normal summertime pool. Got a little bit of rain this morning, a little bit of rain yesterday, but really not enough to make any movement in the lake level. It doesn't look like we're going to have anything that will make any change until maybe end of the weekend, early next week. It looks like there might be a pretty substantial front with some rain coming through then. Water temperature, I think it was the rain this morning. I was seeing a lot of 83s and 84s versus the 85, 86, 87 I saw over the weekend. So since we're just getting that surface temperature, I think that little bit of rain this morning cooled down that surface temp and kind of threw us off on that. But for the most part, we're around that 83, 84. Normally over the weekend it was, like I said, 85 to 87. But the bite's been good. We're still catching them, doing a few different things. Best way to know what's going on, of course, join Table Rock Fishing Intel, get your pro membership, beat the price increase that we've got coming once the app comes online. But join Table Rock Fishing Intel and get all the daily reports, all the weekly reports, all the maps, all the videos, all that information we put out almost daily to help you catch more fish on Table Rock Lake. As far as the bites that are going on right now, we're still catching them drop shotting, but the biggest thing on drop shotting is it really seems like the dock bite and the tree bite is really going away fast. The dock bite in particular, once the sun gets up and is over top of the water, the fish are sliding up underneath the docks, usually underneath those swim platforms, and getting a lot harder to catch by drop shotting or spooning directly underneath the boat. The tree bite has been hit or miss, and it really depends on the trees and whether there are shad around. The bite on the bottom, though, on those gravel and rock mix points has been the best bite we've got as far as a drop shot. Anywhere from 22 to 32 foot deep, long tapering points, mostly on the main lake, seem to be key for that. The dragging bite with either a Jewel Pee-wee HD football jig, a Jewel heavy cover football jig, Jewel Pro Spider jig HD, Carolina rig, and even a Texas rig worm, all those bites are still working. Most of the fish are a little bit shallower up the river. They'll be in that 12 to about 20 foot range. You get down lake, you're looking more at the 15, 18 to 25 foot range, but that bite is still working. It is a little bit better early versus late, so I'm going to keep that in mind as well. Color doesn't seem to matter on the jig or anything else as long as it's a green or a brown. We're catching quite a few fish doing that. Catching fish, a little bit of topwater action. I think this cooler weather may have slowed down our buzzbait whopper plopper type bite. We did catch them pretty good towards the end of last week, but didn't catch them worth a darn over the weekend. Well, didn't catch them worth a darn today on the buzzbait or the whopper plopper. That bite, of course, is kind of towards the backs of the creeks, on those ledgy banks, and around any kind of wood cover that's in the water, especially with the buzzbait. We were catching fish last week and this much water, a foot, less than a foot deep, if there was a piece of wood that they can use for shade and cover. So keep that in mind as well. The big worm bite has stayed strong and should stay strong for the next couple of weeks. Most of those fish are coming out of brush piles up the river. 10 to 15 foot deep seems to be the magic depth, and to be honest with you, I'm doing better. The bigger the worm, the better bite I'm getting, or not necessarily the bigger bite, but the more bites I'm getting. Normally we throw a lot of 8 to 10 inch worms on Table Rock. Right now I'm doing better with a 12 or a 14 than I am with the 8 to 10. So keep that in mind. Hit those brush piles, hit them from multiple angles. That's how we've been catching them down there. The spoon jacking bite is, one day you can go out and catch them pretty good spoon jacking. The next day you'll make 50 pitches to get one bite. But the spoon jacking bite should be turning on here pretty soon, using the river to sea spoon and hitting those shady parts on those deeper docks. Hit those shady corners on those deeper docks. Should start to see some better fish coming from that. Guys, we are finally past Labor Day. We're getting the lake back. It was very calm today, not a whole lot of boat traffic out there, period. Mostly fishermen, but the bite is good. Things are still going. Gonna get the lake back. Water's cooling off. Things are starting to turn in our favor for fishing Table Rock. So best way to know before you go, best way to stay on top of it, of course, join Table Rock Fishing Intel. Get that information before you go to the lake, and before you make that first cast, you at least have an idea how we're catching them, where we're catching them, what kind of banks, what kind of lures, what you need to do to put more fish in the boat on Table Rock. But if you're coming down, want to hire a guide, give me a call. It's Focus Fishing Guide Service. You can reach me at 417-860-4743 or hit my website, focusfishing.com, where you can either book online or just shoot me an email. Either way, I get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Again, check out Table Rock Fishing Intel if you haven't done so, but thanks for watching. Can't wait to hear from you. We'll see you on the water.